Whoa! Nope, looks like we've got a mission to undertake right now. A Metroid Zero mission. This is a Game Boy Advance remake of the original Metroid on the NES. And not only is it one of my favorite games on the GBA, but it also happens to be my favorite entry in the entire Metroid franchise. We're going to see why that is as we go along. Hopefully I'll be able to describe the action well enough. Gonna pick File B for Bean. Play it on the hardest difficulty available to us on a fresh file, that being normal. And here we go! They pretty much tell you the whole, well, maybe not the whole plot, but they give you the gist of it right off the bat. I kinda like that. Hey Samus, let's get going. And the first thing we want to do when we go is head on over to the left, because we are going to get a suit upgrade literally within seconds in the Morph Ball. If you don't go for this and you try to advance in the game, you are not going to get very far because there will be something blocking us in about 20 seconds. So yeah, you might as well get it now. We're going to be getting everything anyway, because this is an 100% run. And as a personal challenge, I'm trying to do this in speedrun fashion. In Metroid Zero mission, that time would be 2 hours. Thankfully, we got these things, the statues, the Chozo statues, there to help us figure out where we should be going next. You don't always have to activate them, although this one you did because it's right in our way. Nice to see that these things are also health and ammo refills. Save points are not, though, so you don't need to be going to those. At least not yet, anyway. We're gonna make our way up this cavern in Brinstar and head to our second item, which isn't that far away, thankfully. Just gonna watch out for all these enemies here. Really, in Metroid, the idea is more or less to just not worry about taking everything out. I mean, you're just gonna spend a lot of time fighting if you do that. And you'll probably miss out on the 2-hour goal that we're going for if I did fight everything, so no thanks. Besides, I want to get in here and get my next item right away, because this thing will let you shoot across the entire screen. The long beam. Kind of weird that Samus would come into this fight with such a weak suit, but you know, she'll be a lot stronger by the time we get to the end of this. Gonna carry on up. We're gonna make a detour in just a second. Kinda wish you could shoot with the Morph Ball, but that's just not a thing yet. Maybe later on. Anyway, let's head on up here and see exactly what we're up against. And, kinda looks like a gate of some sort with 2 faces on it. Pretty sure we're gonna be facing both of those things later on. And one of those things, Samus kinda has a personal score to settle. Although you wouldn't know that unless you knew the whole series backstory, and it's not too important to know now. I'll probably throw it in every now and then. Like case in point, the Chozo themselves, those bird-like creatures you see in the background, they used to be the creatures that inhabited the planet. Unfortunately, the place got overrun by space pirates, and the indigenous wildlife going haywire thanks to that stupid computer that we were tasked to fight in Mother Brain. Ugh, we just can't get that lucky sometimes, I guess. Samus, not exactly the luckiest person in the world either, because when she was a kid, the space pirates, unfortunately, invaded her colony in space. Belonged to Earth, but unfortunately space pirates, like I said, took it over. Big problem, and speaking of big problems, I think we might have one in just a minute. Let's get our first item here. This actually is the first thing that counts for our 100% run, because suit upgrades don't. But anything that goes up in the HUD, like missiles and the like, those are what do. Yeah! We have a fight against the king worm or rock worm. Obviously hit it when its eyes open. It takes 3 shots to take down. The annoying thing about this guy, I'm going to say right now, is that he can run away on you. And that would kind of suck because he'll come back later on, and you will be coming in this room a lot, by the way. Because it's kind of a central hubbish area. So yeah, honestly, if you're having problems and he runs away, I honestly just recommend resetting, because it's just a waste of time to let him come back over and over. Just get him going now. Those red doors can be taken down by missiles, and you should do that. In the original NES Metroid, by the way, those would take 5 to open. Thankfully in this game it's just 1. I'm not going to be messing around too much in this, because you really can't if you want to get a 100% speedrun going. So I'm going to show off every item pretty quickly here, even though you shouldn't know about these areas right off the bat. Every time you see a circle, that means there's an item in a room. And if it turns into a dot, that means you've got everything in that room. I'll be honest, I don't remember if there are 2 items in a room in this game or not. I don't think so. There are 86 in total. 86 items to collect. So far we've only got 2 of them, but that number is going to be jumping up quite a bit as we go along here. Case in point. Yeah, the missiles are pretty cool to use. I don't know. Oh, don't jump in the magma. That kind of hurts Samus. Thankfully, we got an energy tank, which puts us right back to full. This is going pretty well so far, actually. It's almost like I planned for that one. Okay, I planned for the first one, not the second. Gotta get used to the controls again sometimes. Sheesh. Oh, man. It's kind of funny watching this, because it's been a couple months now since I've done it. I know the map room's down here. These things were also not in the original NES Metroid. In fact, there was hardly anything in the original NES Metroid. You had to draw your own maps, because the game didn't have any. This gives us all our little areas, though. It won't show secret areas, though, that are indicated by green spots on the map. But it shows us everything that would turn to blue. One thing about this, you can do a skip here. We're not going to be doing any sequence breaking, but if you know how to wall jump up a single wall, and you'll see wall jumps later on in part 2 from me, but man, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. You gotta jump into a wall with a spin, so in other words, holding the D-pad going in. Forget about it for now, because we got the bombs. I forgot how fast everything comes at you in this first part. I mean, we just keep getting so much right now. Was this our 4th missile tank, and we're only just 8 minutes in? Yeah, expect to see that number just keep climbing on up and up and up. Now you might see here that the door is locked. That means there are enemies around, and in this case it's these little bugs on the ground. While Samus is in her regular suit, if enough bugs get on you, they will start damaging you. You do not want that. Although a bomb will shake him right off, as will just leaving the room. Lots of back and forth in this first part. Again, no reason to fight enemies if you don't need to. And we don't. I mean, they will drop items, like missiles and health if you need them. One other thing real quick, that 3-block room we just passed, the thing with the floor with the 3 blocks sticking out, that would lead to another Chozo statue, but I don't think I ever use it. There's nothing else down there, so it's kind of an unimportant room. This thing, however, will lead us to another missile that you can get. I think they want you to have a different item for this, but you can roll off with the morph ball and get it. Don't need to get a grip just yet. I wish I would have shot the block above first, but I messed it up. No biggie, though. Anyway, I do believe we are going to head right back to that room that I said we would be visiting quite a bit in this first part. In fact, we'll be visiting quite a bit, period. I think it would come back. That big worm thing would come back now if you ran around and got everything else that you were supposed to. Still, the reason we got the bombs was to take out that wall, of course. And we are going to be heading, I believe, to our second area real soon. Yep. So, ever get the feeling you're being watched by something in a cutscene? Because I totally did just then. I don't know if Samus figured that one out yet, but... forget it. Let's just get through Norfair real quick, because there's not much to do here on our first pass, but we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Need to get us another item real quick. Ooh, if you saw right there, I just used the charge beam by holding a charge shot, kind of like you would in Mega Man, and then spin jumping into an enemy. You actually get a little bit of a power boost to your suit. It's basically like a pseudo spin attack where you can take him out in one shot. It's kind of a neat thing to do. Anyway, Criteria is where Samus' ship landed, but we're not here to go back there, even though that is a save point. What we are here to do is quickly make a detour into the water for an item I think they want you to get later on in the game, but, you know, you can get this one now, even though her movement in water with the power suit she's wearing ain't that great in that missile tank there. Now then, we want to get ourselves out of the water, and unfortunately gotta wait for that gray block to come back. But once we do, we can get up and out into our real objective. I always get confused at this part, for whatever reason, and I don't know why. Still, this is where we want to be, in the Chozo Ruins, because there is another item that we are going to want to pick up here. But before we get the one that I was thinking of, let's get this one instead. And what is it? Beats me. Beats the game, too. Because it has no idea what you got. However, you can see the blocks are flashing now, so yeah. You can take them out. Either with your blaster or morph ball bombs. I almost called them morph bomb balls. Yeah. Anyway, once we make our little roundabout complete here, we can go for the thing I was thinking of originally. Again, this is the problem when you take a couple months in between doing the gameplay and the commentary. I should have done the commentary a long time ago. My bad on that. In any case, what we want is down here, because we wouldn't be able to escape without it. Want to make sure we take the upper path here and then hold left, or otherwise you'll fall right through. But this is what we're after, the power grip. This is one of the many items that was not in the original Metroid, but it makes this game so much more fun, because you just latch onto a wall, and you can pull yourself up or jump up from it. Very not so good demonstration there of me. I think it was November when I did this. Told you it was a while. And now we get to play with the power grip, because that's totally what this section's about. Kind of like these quick little tutorials with the items here. Always neato. But anyway, that's what we came for, and now we're going to be going right back to where Samus landed, if I'm not mistaken. And once we do that, we can make our roundabout right back to Norfair. Samus' ship, bleh, easy for me to say, serves as both a save and restore point. No need to go there now, though, because we're already doing pretty well on health and all that. Besides, I want to get as much done as I can here. So let's get on back down to Norfair and see what's there that we missed out on the first time. Because I'm sure you saw the teeny little ledge here. kind of need the power grip to grab onto it and roll ourselves into that gap. I never really mind about taking damage in this game because so many enemies just drop health. Not there, though, of course, when I say it. Sheesh game, thanks for working with me. Most of these paths you don't even need to explore, but again, you know, 100% run, gotta go for it. I never seem to want to use the charge beam spin attack because I'm always thinking that enemies are going to run into you and hurt you. And it only works in the first enemy you hit anyway, so if there's multiple ones there and you try that, well, you are going to get hit. Also, watching this first part, it's funny just how not used to the controls I am. Don't worry, I'm gonna get better. Mainly because you have to if you want to get 100%. Again, you can bomb jump to get this missile tank a little earlier, but no reason to when you get the power grip and you're going to be coming back anyway. You can use those little tubes to refill, but again, this game has the Chozo statues, so I don't really see the point. And again, you need the power grip to advance further on to the right, too. Trying to remember what we're going for here. I think it's just, oh, never mind. I know what we're going for. We'll be getting it in a couple seconds, in fact. Okay, more like a minute or so, but work with me here. The way we want to go is up, although I will tell you those arrow blocks are going to be something we are going to be seeing a lot of in this game. In any case, let's just navigate our way through one of the tougher rooms in the early going, because it's easy to fall into the, I think it's magma or lava. I wish we had something that could prevent the heat from getting to us, but that's not for a little bit yet. But yeah, this is what we want. Well, not the door locking behind us that we can't open again, but this. The ice beam. This thing is going to be used to make a lot of platforms for us. And in fact, it's the only way we're going to be able to get on out of here. Freeze this turtle. I think they're called rippers. In fact, I know they're called rippers. That's one of the few enemies, common enemies in this game that I actually remember as I start practicing my wall jumping abilities. They're not that good in part 1, but I guarantee you they'll get a little bit better as we go along. Anyway, we've got a shaft with a few turtles here that you're all going to want to freeze. You've got plenty of time to get up here, so don't worry about that. They stay frozen for a good, I want to say 10 seconds. So there, Chozo statue, where are we going next? Totally new area. Kraid's Lair. I think once we get there, we're going to call this one complete for now. But as you can see, that's going to be a few minutes still. This is a long, long roundabout. And plus, there's plenty of items to get still as we go along. So might as well do that. I guess I'm kind of distracted by the background. It just looks neat to me in a weird way. Kind of looks like a comic book in the background there. One thing I want to show here is that there is a secret wall in the top right. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I miss it every time. So I just finally say, forget it for now. Because again, we're going to be coming back here. Don't bother entering that door yet, because with Samus's current suit, that's going to get you fried. Yeah, it's a little too hot to handle. Now then, there is another missile tank that we can get, as you can see right there. And we're going to need the help of a foe in the lava here. Just got to clear a path for him. Another thing we got to do is make sure we freeze him a little higher up, because that's not going to cut it. Yeah, I'm kind of annoyed too. There we go. I actually thought that was a little too low again, but thankfully we got that one. Now we can get on out of here. There we go. See, I'm starting to understand how these items work. It always takes me a little bit to get used to Metroid. I know with the Mega Man games I can be a little skilled at times, but Metroid, I just, for whatever reason, I'm just not the best. In fact, I think the only one I've 100%ed, at least going into this project, the 2D games, was Metroid 2. And that was, of course, with the heavy usage of a guide. Of course, then again, this game was with heavy usage of a guide, too, and then I just did my own style on it. I always like playing games like that. Map your route in your head, and then just go for it. Oh, hey, guess what room we're in again? Was this the third time now, or the fourth? I've lost track already. Don't worry, we're going to be seated again and again. Because there is a lot around here to get. I believe I'm going to show this off right here. Yep, case in point. Arrow blocks again. That one is going to be a bit of an issue for us next time, and I'll tell you why then, but not now. Right now we got to be making our way to Kraid's Lair. And along the way, picking up a few items, because why not? Now that we've got the power grip, we can make our way up this shaft even higher. Always nice to get everything you can cleared out of the way early. But yeah, the things we wanted here were these turtles. Freeze the second one when it's on the left, and you'll have a much easier time entering this area. This is the one part of the run that I always get confused on, because the two shafts here, I always mix them up in my head. But no, let's go on down this way, because that's how you should go. And then we just want to keep on going down until we find a metal pipe-ish formation, like the ones we're standing on to the left in a turtle. Right here, because you can see that bombable block. That should be obvious to anyone. Maybe. Wasn't obvious to me at first. Yeah, there's another item down here. Pretty sure it's another missile tank. There's also something else down here. Unfortunately, we can't get it just yet, as you'll soon see. That's right down below the missile tank. And this is the second part of the thing I just said that's going to be an issue next time. Anyway, let's get on over here. And this is going to be the first time we try to do some bomb jumping, because there's something to get in this room, as you can see from that circle. I've never been the best at this. You kind of want to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and just keep on going at that kind of pace. It varies from game to game, and this one you want to go faster. But when you get skilled at bomb jumping, you can pretty much go up entire rooms in one go. I never really see the need for that, because again, you'll get items later on in the game that just get you to those items quicker. Wait a second, I think I'm forgetting something. Yep, that's where I caught on to it, because right here is another secret. Those things you wouldn't know about, unless you've played the game before, you had a map with you, I do believe. Now that we got that 14th missile tank, we are just about done here. Because once we go down this elevator, we are going to enter Kraid's Lair. Are we going to stop there? Not just yet, because there's something I want to get right now before we finish off. And it's in the save room, believe it or not, because over here on the left, there is a secret wall. You might not be able to notice it at first, but eventually when you do a roundabout and you explore this area more, you'd know about this missile tank because you'd see it. But again, we're just going to get the items right off the bat that we know that we can. In any case, this was part 1 of our adventure. I will be seeing you next time as we take on Kraid's Lair. And I do believe we're going to get even farther than that once we're done, then. Boy, words are so easy. See you next time.